Hello, my dear crafters. One more Valentine's gift idea for you. Today we're going to learn how to make this beautiful box. You need just one. This is not lidded. I mean, the lid, it does have a lid, but it's not separated. It's part of the box. So the way you open it is like this. And look what we have here, chocolate. Chocolate and Valentine's perfect. And I made sure to use something that I know it's easy for you to find. This is a very easy chocolate to find out there, at least here in the US. You find it anywhere. So this is what we're going to learn today. Look at this. I got this, I'll have a link. This is actually a die that I bought to make shakers, but I can use it any way I want, really. And this is how I did. I was going to make a shaker for this box, but then I thought this was so cute with this little butterfly that I just decided to leave it as is. So look at that, very simple box to make. So that's one. The other one, and that's the one that we're making together today, has a Happy Valentine's that I added here with these jars of hearts. It's very cute. You open, same thing, and there they are. 4 chocolate pieces. Great gift for your coworkers, your loved ones, your family members, anybody really. So before we start, let me just show you and remind you, you might have seen this on my wall. This is the paper that I used. All of these, all the colors, all these cutouts here, the mats, this is all from the same paper pad, which is from Michael's, called Sweetheart's Day. And it's a really, really nice. I've been using this on my projects. You might have seen it, some of it. Yeah, I have used it a lot, and I've used the cutouts as well, because it does have some cutouts. So let me just zoom out so you can see. Ooh, not in, Paula. Out. There you are. So you can see the whole paper pad, because I know you always ask, and that's what I used. So without further ado, let's move to the tutorial so you can learn how to make these beautiful boxes. Very easy to make. For this little box, you need just one piece of paper that is 10.5 inches by 6. And then, of course, because I chose, as you can see here, to mat it, to decorate it, so I have pieces of paper here on the back. So those are, let me give you the sizes. All you need to do actually, because this is 3 by 3, so this smaller paper here, the mat, is just 1/2 inch smaller. So it's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And here the same thing. So you're going to have 4 pieces of paper that are 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. So that's what you need, and I already have them cut here. I have an extra one for the inside of the box too, because I like to decorate the inside. But that's what you need. Then you have all the measurements below, okay? So for now, let me just turn on. There's one light here. I think that helps a little bit. So we're going to score on this 10.5 inch size, or at 1.5, 4.5, 6, and 9. That's on the 10.5 size, okay? Then you turn it around, and all you're going to do is 1.5, and then again here, because it's going to be 1.5 on this side and 1.5 on this side. So this is 4.5, right? Because it's 6. So 1.5 and 4.5. And that is all the scoring done. All we need to do now is to actually do some cutting, but first we're going to burnish the paper on all your scoring lines. Really helps, especially this kind of box, because it's folded in itself. It closes on itself. There you are. Now here and here. Okay, so what we need to cut, let me show you. You're going to cut all these ends here. So here, 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 and here. Same thing on the other side, okay? So let me do one side. You see, so there is a folding line here. So that's where we're going to cut it. And I always cut at an angle here to make it easier. You see me doing this every time. So here the same. And the middle part here is going to become a tag. So a flap, I said tag, but it's flap. So there and here. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just miter here a little bit. It does make a difference when you go to glue it. So that's what you have. So you cut all these scoring lines. Same thing on the other side. This type of box is really very, very easy to make, guys. It's not hard at all. All you need is the measurements. And I really like it because it's practical. You don't have to make a lid. The lid is already built in. So there you are. Here and here. So you have everything cut here, because what you're going to do is actually glue these two sides here. This is going to become a box, and then this is going to be the lid, okay? So here we are going to, let's decorate first, because I think I'm going to choose, so this is going to be the lid. So we're going to decorate first. So where is the glue? Just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So we're going to decorate first. This is going to be the lid. So I already prepared here all my decorations so that the video is not so long. So this is going to be the lid. Let's move it a little bit here to the right. And I'm going to add, let me just zoom in a little bit for you. I'm going to add this Happy Valentine's Day, which is also, I'm going to cover these hearts, which is also, I have from the same paper pad, because it comes with some cutouts, so that's one of them. I think here, let me just make sure that it's centered. Yeah, I'm gonna cover those hearts. But look how cute. Happy Valentine's Day. So that's the back. We're going to do this on the sides here. So, and there is the refrigerator, which I'm sure you just heard. So there. Press it down a little bit. And then the other side will be here. This is such a practical, quick box to make. It's just a matter of like a few scoring lines. Oh, should be the other way around. So, like that. Because I'm going to look it this way and this way. So those two are done. We still have these two here, because those are going to show as well. I love this paper. It just has some, any way you cut it, it's cute. And it comes with some paper strips as well. They're really practical for something like this. You just cut it in the right size and you're good. So here. There you are. That's what's going to be the the lid, okay? So let's glue. So you're going to glue these two flaps first. It doesn't really matter what you glue first, but I'm just going to do that. So here is what you do. We're going to glue it perfectly aligned here, the side, to make sure that it's aligned. Turn around and use your bone folder to press it down. So one is done. We're going to do this one now. Make sure that the corners have plenty of glue, okay? So there you are. Again, make sure that it's perfectly aligned here. That's what's going to make the box close perfectly. Press it down. So you have this part ready. So what you're going to need to do now is, so you have, now this is going to be the lid. Oh, sorry, this was the lid. So you have this part here, and this, what you're going to do is, you're going to close this. Hold on just a minute. You can do it this way, yeah. So this part here, the front, that's where your lid is here, right? Sorry. Oh my goodness, Paula. What the? Sorry, I almost said a bad word. I think YouTube would censor me or something. So anyway, so here's your box. You're going to close your box like this and leave these loose. So you have to decide what your lid is, okay? So that's what you're going to do. Let's do that. We're going to do the front part first. So here, it's the same process. You're just going to do it 6 times. Now I'm going to glue this one. Right there. See? Make sure that it's really well aligned. Press it down. Make sure you're using strong glue. And now we're going to do these 2 flaps here. So like this. Same thing. Just forming a box. Last one is this. So just hold it. Make sure that the corners have enough glue to hold it together. And this is the last part here. So you glue 4 sides for the box and you leave the lid free. You're just going to actually close this part here, okay? So here we are. We have our box. That's what you're left with. And you're going to close it like that. It's perfect. Look at that. So what we're going to do now is I am going to add this inside, because I just think it's one of those little things that you make that makes a difference. Even though they will see the bottom of your box as soon as they get the chocolate out. So this is just one more detail that you can add to your box. I'm just making sure that it's aligned. There you go. Yeah, it's good. So I'm just going to press it down. It's one of those details, but to put the, looks really nice. Doesn't it make a difference? So last thing we're going to do is add the chocolate, but before I do that, I usually get just a little bit of these little decoration things. It's called, I don't know, decorative shred. And what I do, because they're pretty long and big and bulky, I just kind of smash it like this and I cut it in smaller pieces because I think it makes a difference. I don't like it this long. It looks strange and it's really hard to hold it together. There you go. Especially, I mean, if you're using big boxes, but for little ones, you don't want this much. You don't want these things to be so long and big. So there you are. Put a little bit of these just to add a more, it's a decorative thing. So there you are. And we're going to add our chocolate now. So 1, 2, 4. It's perfect. Look at that. It's very nice. And we have one more box. The last thing I'm going to add, I have this little, I don't know if you can read it, but it says handmade with love. These little hearts that I got, it's actually a die. If I find it, I just put it like on the bottom like this. Look, handmade with love. So just for people to know that I made the box. So there you are, beautiful box, perfect for this very, I should add something here, I don't have it here, but I'm going to add another piece of this on the front because I want it to match, okay? But look at that, isn't that cute? It's perfect, and then they open. Oh, I forgot one thing. I'm gonna do it right now. To make it easy for them to open, you should always punch a little bit of like a semicircle here. Let me see if it's centered. No, a little more to the left. There you are. This really makes a difference when they're opening because they have a place for the finger. So there you are. This is one box. That's the other one. How cute is that? One more tutorial and I have one more to go, guys, to finish my series on Valentine's. And then, I don't know, let me know what you want. I know Easter is coming. I'm preparing for that. I'm going to come up with ideas for you kids. So, thank you so much again for being here with me. And I hope you get to make some of these boxes and use the beautiful papers and all the crafting supplies you have. Have a great day. Thank you.